Hey guys, me Actual77 back here again, and I saw Joker on Friday. I just got back from a trip, little long story, but I'm still exhausted, so I'm just doing a one-shot review, just a one-shot review here. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie to you, when coming out of watching Joker, I was a little divisive, if that's the word I'm thinking about. Just because I think I kind of blame the reviews that have been going out right now, like, saying like, oh, it's stunning, fantastic, and all that stuff. And to be quite honest with you, I really walked out of it like I didn't know. Like I actually wanted to go see it again, but unfortunately, due to me just getting back from a trip, I just didn't have time. Especially I have to work tonight. Didn't have time to see it again, so I literally had to sit down and think about this film. And you know what? Even after watching it on Friday, the film was still in my head. Like, the one thing I could take away from it right now is Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic as Arthur Fleck. He's just great, guys. His acting is superb. Honestly, this is probably my favorite adaptation of the Joker. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love what Joaquin Phoenix brought to the table. Yeah, I know. Yes, I do like him better than Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but this is my favorite. Just my opinion, guys. Also, it's just shot so beautifully, especially with the whole 70s aesthetic. What's cool is before the movie starts, the opening is the original Warner Brothers logo from the 70s. I just had like a grin from like stretching from ear to ear when I saw that. That was so neat. And I know everyone's raving about this movie, but I'm gonna be quite honest with you, the major thing I was kind of like about was the actual story. Not that it's not good, it's just something I've seen before, and I kind of saw what was coming. Don't get me wrong, there's actually a twist in the film I did not expect, but it was a twist that I should have expected, if that makes sense. But it was just overall really interesting. And again, it's just something I haven't seen before. Like, I've seen Taxi Driver. I haven't seen Robert De Niro's film. This is also based off, I believe it's something comedian. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the film. I can't remember the title right now. But I've seen Taxi Driver, and yeah, there is some similarities, but not as strong in, again, my opinion. Maybe just the fact that like it doesn't get gruesome till towards the end. Oh, by the way, for you people out there saying it's really gruesome, are you kidding me? Like, look at Tarantino's film that just came out. That was more gruesome than this. And I think the fact is, I think people are more freaked out by this film with the gore is just because it's just surrounded by realism. Like, it's a little bit, especially what's been going on lately. I think that's what's kind of making people feel uncomfortable, and this film will make you feel uncomfortable. And this is where I was like, well, like I don't want to see that. And the crazy part is, it actually still has humor in this film. It kind of still does. But overall, sorry, like, I've never done a one-shot review, so this is kind of like, I'm sorry to be all over the place. But I really did enjoy this film, and I just think that the story just could have been original. Like, I really want to stay away from spoilers here, but I think I kind of have to talk about it, but just give me a second here. I'm trying to see if I miss anything. But yeah, like, overall, I just think it's a little weird that everyone said it was so gruesome when it all actually isn't. Especially, like, when Tarantino's film comes out, no one likes to talk about how gruesome it is. They might mainly talk about his uses of certain, like, curse words and inappropriate curse words. That's all they bring up. But as soon as this film comes out, they just thought, like, oh, so what is this? But yeah, the only thing I could take out of this film is just, like, Joaquin Phoenix is just great. And I love his laugh, by the way. He's like, like, his laugh actually comes from his it's a condition. So he laughs when he has, like, some sort of, like, uncomfortable emotion, almost like sadness. So, like, when he's laughing, it's kind of, you could tell he's in pain and he feels really uncomfortable, and you do really feel bad for him. Now, I don't think I feel bad for him as to the extent, just because I kind of don't blame how he loses his mind, just because in this world, Gotham, like, everyone's an ass to him. Everyone's an asshole to him, like, left and right. And it's in the cusp of Gotham turning into, like, a shithole, if that makes sense. So, like, him, like, being, thrust into this world, and all he wants to do is just make it to, be a comedian, especially because he looks up to Robert De Niro. who is a star of a show, a comedy TV show, and it's just crazy. And I'm gonna. Oh, one more thing. I'm kind of glad they didn't go really creepy with the whole mother thing. He looks like he just looks like a really loving son. I thought they were gonna go even creepier with that, but they actually didn't. Out of all the creepiness from this film, the one thing I didn't think that was totally creepy. Well, maybe except the tub scene. But then again, like, hey, if your mom's old, like, I think you would do whatever it takes to take care of her. You know, I didn't think it was that crazy creepy, but I'm surprised they didn't really go that creepy on her. But overall, yeah, I really enjoy it. Now, before I get my final verdict, I do think since this movie's been out for at least it's Tuesday, the movie's been out for a while. I do have to talk about some certain spoilers. So if you want to just skip to my grade, just go ahead and just skip to right here, and you'll get my final verdict. But anyway, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just talk about spoilers. I like how this film actually makes the Joker almost like the cause of how Gotham turned into a shithole. Like, it was already kind of a shithole, but he just turned it up to 11. Like, he is the reason why it's a shithole. And I just thought it was insane. By the way, kind of also a nitpick. How the hell did a mental patient how come a mental patient, Arthur Fleck's mom, how come she was able to get an adoption, like, for a kid? I think that's a little weird. That is crazy. Again, this could be just due to I didn't see it again. I was kind of getting annoyed by this lady sitting next to me. She was kind of like dancing to with some of the music. What's going on? God, people, just calm down during the movie, by the way. Just calm down, okay? You can cheer. I don't mind cheering. But anyway. And another thing is that just due to, like, there is a twist in this film where you see him have a happy relationship, and even when sitting down watching this film and seeing that, like, he got a relationship with his neighbor, I kind of thought, not to be a jerk, but I'm like, she's kind of really too pretty for you, man. Not to be a jerk. But I'm like, something's up. Something's really up. Like, I don't see her dating someone like that, kind of unsettling, especially how they first meet. So I thought it was kind of abrupt. So at that point, then the twist comes that it's all in his head, and that's what I mean by like I didn't expect it, even though I should have expected. It was like a very stereotypical like twist. Kind of I should have expected it, but I didn't. So that was kind of interesting how the film tricked me a little bit, just because like I wanted, and that could be just due to I wanted Arthur Fleck to have at least somewhat of a light, through this dark tunnel he was going through. Oh my god. Again, even though I say it's not like the most gruesome film out there, I do think people over exaggerate about it. It gets pretty gruesome, especially when he smashes that dude's head against the wall. A poor guy in the corner, like, just scared, and Arthur Fleck's like, yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, man, just go out the door. Like, it's right there. I started laughing my ass off as soon as one of Arthur Fleck's friends like turns the door that he couldn't reach it, and he's all like, Arthur, the door's still locked. He's like, oh, my bad, man, here you go. He kisses him on the forehead and just sends him out, like, all willy-nilly. I thought that was pretty funny. They really fucked up. Again, and I thought it was really interesting that, like, at first I thought this was going to be interesting to where, like, Arthur's mom actually did have a relationship with Bruce's father, Thomas Wayne. I thought, and when they first brought up, like, he's your father, I was like, oh, wow, the plot has thickened. I thought that was a little crazy. I thought that was really interesting. But the thing is that they kind of take it away during the film. It turns out, it isn't his real son and all that stuff. I know there's fan theories out there saying it still is, but he isn't. Even though it would have been interesting. That I thought was kind of not like a missed opportunity. Like it still worked. Like, I wasn't disappointed, but I was kind of like, oh, okay. But I just like how unsettling this whole film makes you, and like just seeing him go to this darkness to his real true dark side. And another complaint that I had was like his dancing. Again, I'm not the best of dancers, so I can't critique it, but I don't like the fact they don't explain his dancing. Like he dances randomly, for when he like performs, at certain places, because he's a clown as a side job, and then he dances in the bathroom when he does his first kill, but it seems more balanced. I don't like the fact that like I get what they're trying to do with like him first dancing. It seems like awkward and unbalanced, but then like he has this like wavy little move going on. I almost wish they kind of like made it a thing like with his therapy, like dancing kind of calms him down a little bit, and he seems kind of sporadic at first. Then I think it would have worked. That's just a minor nitpick. It's still kind of interesting. Okay, but pretty much that's everything. Again, sorry to be scatterbrained. It's just that I'd never done a one-shot review. This is it. This is my true. This is like the realest I'm ever gonna get at this point. Anyway, if you skipped right here, you've honestly just want to hear my opinion. Also, just one more thing to add. Again, not a spoiler right here. We're over that. I think I heard some people, like I was actually, in the restroom when I heard a bunch of kids, like probably barely 18, they were a little disappointed about this movie. And if you're going into this thinking you're gonna get some really crazy hijinks with this film, you're not. This is a comic book indie movie. This is an indie movie, pure indie movie, and I love that. It just seemed like I just love, like, I really do like the smaller comic book movies, especially like a comparison would be Logan. I do think Logan is actually a better film, in my opinion, just due to Joker has like a stereotypical. They just have a stereotypical story. It definitely is an homage to Scorsese's films like Taxi Driver and the other movie I was talking about with Robert De Niro, the comedian something. Sorry, I don't remember it. I love Joaquin Phoenix acting. A well shot movie. Did feel like the 70s. I love how dirty it is. And like I said, when I came out of this film, I don't think it's like stupendous. I don't think. I do think it is gonna be a classic, but I don't think it's gonna be like held as like the like best like small comic book movie. I don't think that's what it's going to be. But over the weekend, I saw Friday, and over the weekend, I just couldn't get out of my head. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will be picking up that Joaquin Phoenix Hot Toy Joker, just to be quite honest with you. But overall, I really enjoy this film, and I actually do want to see it again, despite me already putting out this review. And I'm gonna give, again, it's just so close to being a 5 out of 5, but it isn't for me just due to some of the minor nitpicks. But overall, I think Joker gets a 4.5 out of 5. This movie should not be missed. See in the biggest screen possible. Have a good time, and just know that it is a smaller comic book movie. It is not going to be this grand, like crazy film. You're not going to see explosions and crap. Okay, it's a small character study of someone going to its dark side. And this has been Iron Turtle one-shot reviews. I'm not going to be doing this always. I'm just doing it just because I got back from a trip and I do have to work tonight, so I need some rest. But I just want to get my word out there. I won't be doing this always. I'll be going back to my normal, shtick. It's just I need to find a new editing software that I'm comfortable with, just due to how bad my Ad Astra review, just due to the software update I did for this thing. It ruined it. So otherwise, guys, I'll be bringing out videos soon, and I'll keep you guys posted.